Let me go ahead and show you guys the first video of this guy in Ghana. Listen to him. And whilst you're listening to it, I want you guys to bear in mind, have in perspective, how the government spent $7.5 million on Leon Stars. Have that in perspective. Watch the video now.
Good day, if I'm Ina Osman Ina Sierra Leone, Ina students at Magai Technical University. On the way for go take the first semester exam, I involved in an accident. The day I tapped the bike, with the bike I hit the motor car. They lift me up, I would jam the motor car. They therefore admit me at 34 minutes hospital. They there for 3 months and discharge me go na Osh. So if I'm willing, they therefore try, send me to Ghana. So I can Ghana, money left me now. So now, I don't can Ghana, I admit in a hospital. Doctors will examine me. They say I have to do surgery. And the surgery cost $8,000. Now, if I'm willing, I get money. They are the big people. They are not picking, on our uncle, brother. They are, I want to go back to the salon with this problem. They are going to help me. For reaching me, in Ghana on WhatsApp, the number now is 232 77 787 444. Then, relatively in the salon, we will reach me now 088 899 112. Now, thank you very much.
Guys, how pathetic when you see these things. First of all, the fact that our people have to be running to Ghana, that in itself is a serious problem. Look at the sufferings of this young man. And then you have a president who will tell you about, oh, human capital. This young man get accident. And this is just one. There are hundreds, if not thousands of Sierra Leoneans that are suffering with diseases and illnesses. They're not getting the help that they deserve. But Sierra Leoneans, these guys would go and spend $7.5 million within 2 weeks on Leon Stars and their supporters. But yet there are people in the country that are sick, that need care. They're not getting the care. The government has failed them. The government has failed their social responsibility. The government has a social objective. If I go further, which is this one, D. This is what tops it all, guys. This one right here. This is what tops it all. D. There are adequate medical and health facilities for all persons. This is the responsibility of the government. That there are adequate medical and health facilities for all persons, having due regard to the resources of the state. The government has a social objective. But what do you expect in a nation where the members of parliament that are responsible to protect the citizens, they're not there? They're absent. They are missing in action. You know, my brother Imran said something. He said the members of parliament, they look like saying that during the day they are opposition, but at night they are SLPP because they are all mingling with these guys. But this is the problem that we have in the country. Everybody is silent. That's why I was playing the song by Innocent. Nobody is speaking up. Who is going to speak for these people? 98.1 knows about this. AYV knows about these cases. Have you guys ever seen these guys taking these cases up? It is only when we speak about them. When I come here and bring these cases up, maybe the government is going to jump to this one to help this guy. Where is the $9.8 million that is budgeted towards these emergencies? Like Minister of Health said, Austin Demby, he made it very clear that the government of Sierra Leone budgets $9.8 million every year towards these emergencies. Sierra Leoneans, are we going to ask these questions? We can come here, I can talk and talk and talk, but without action, nothing is going to happen. You know, Comrade Kocha was sharing with me what is happening in Burkina Faso right now. The military in Burkina Faso are deemed it fit again to take over the government because they are disappointed in the leadership currently at this particular point in time. Iron Slima said, the military has a responsibility, right? You guys remember that. I'm sure you all remember that.
It is always the duty of the military to intervene to protect this constitution. And let me come, yes, let me come, please. Lima. It is always the duty of the military to intervene to protect this constitution. And let me come, yes, let me come, please. Lima. Let me.
Right. So you guys have seen that. And Sierra Leoneans, we have to start asking questions. We have to demand more. This is the problem that we have in Sierra Leone. We don't ask. Listen to this.
Mutiny. The government confirmed gunfire at some military camps, but the West African country's defense minister said the reasons were still unclear.
All right, guys. But I'm sharing these things with you guys so you guys see. Because what is happening in Sierra Leone, it is a travesty. And this is happening across other African countries. But look at this young man. This young man is suffering in Ghana. We cannot even afford to take care of our people in small Sierra Leone. But yet the government is spending $7.5 million on 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, $7.5 million. And nobody's going to ask any questions. No member of parliament is going to ask these questions. Who's going to bring this up for a debate? It's the Anti-Corruption Commissioner, Mr. Renaissance Man. You guys all remember Francis Benkaifala. Before I even play the next video, let me show you Mr. Renaissance Man, the Anti-Corruption Commissioner. God does everything for a reason. This is the man. Look at him. Listen to him. Let's listen to him. Let's listen.
Morning, compatriots. My name is Francis Benkaifala and I am Renaissance. The Sierra Leone Renaissance movement has called on fellow Sierra Leoneans to wear black on Monday. We call it Black Monday. It's a Monday where we are supposed to show our dissatisfaction at the way the country has been run. Since independence to date, the Sierra Leonean has had a life that is less than what we would desire. We wake up in the morning worrying about the basic things that the rest of the world has forgotten. We worry about electricity, we worry about water supply, we worry about food, we even worry about security. Successive governments have failed us. This is the time for the Sierra Leonean to refuse to accept less and request more. We have to show our leaders that poverty is not a way of life. It is something which is man-made, and men all over the world have fought to change it. In Sierra Leone, it seems things cannot get better. Why? Why do people vote governments? Governments are voted to make the lives of their people better. If they cannot make their lives better, then that is a failure of social contract. And when there is a failure of social contract, the counterparties, in this case, who are the people, need to demand from their governments that what is done is not what was agreed. We have to stand up for what we believe in. We cannot accept this way of life. We have to reject it. In recent times, the economy has been destroyed. Inflation is galloping. The dollar has moved from 4,300 yuans in 2013 to 7,300 yuans in 2016. Inflation is something around 12.5%. Few days ago, even fuel, which underscores the basic movement of people to engage in economic activity, has moved from 3,750 yuans to 6,000 yuans. Why? How do they expect people to live? That is why we in the Renaissance movement are calling on Sierra Leoneans to wear black. The black is to show that the colors that have led us have failed us. Now in Sierra Leone, black is the new red. We are not ready to accept less. I thank you.
Guys, you hear that? That speech day itself, right? It's a conversation for a whole day, right? But let's leave that. But I'm just showing you guys these things because I want you all to see exactly the kinds of people that we have. The level of dishonesty that we have in Sierra Leone. When you look at Leone Stars now, Leone Stars, the government spent $7.5 million. Thief! These guys are nothing but thieves. $7.5 million. And like our brother showed us on the screen here, and thank you so much, Thomas Bliss. He shared this with us. Look at these guys. $7.5 million within 14 days.